In this situation, when driving past the stationary vehicle, are you performing an evasive maneuver? The answer is no. In this situation, do you have to exercise great caution? The answer is no. In the situation presented, are you approaching an intersection with a minor road? The answer is no. You intend to turn right in this situation. Are you obliged to stop before the intersection? The answer is no. Are you allowed to stop the vehicle directly beyond this sign if it does not obstruct the traffic? The answer is yes. In the presented situation, is there a hard shoulder directly behind the line on the right, composed of white reflective road studs? The answer is no. In this situation, if you want to continue driving, are you obliged to first wait for the tram to start moving? The answer is no. You are on your own on the scene of an accident in which an injured person needs resuscitation. Should you proceed to performing resuscitation without a prior call for help? The answer is no. You intend to turn left and the oncoming vehicle is entering the junction. Do you have the right of way over this vehicle? The answer is no. Are you permitted to perform an overtaking maneuver in this situation? The answer is no. In this situation, can you drive past the cyclist on the right? The answer is yes. Does this sign warn you that you are approaching a crossroads with traffic merging from the left? The answer is no. Is it permissible to stop a vehicle directly behind a visible indicator post? The answer is yes. When driving in conditions of limited air transparency caused by fog, can you drive with only the front fog lights turned on in a motor vehicle? The answer is no. In this situation, does the 90 km/h speed limit apply to only the outermost right lane? The answer is no. In the visible situation, are you approaching a road with the right of way? The answer is no. In this situation, are you permitted to overtake the vehicle in front of you from the right? The answer is no. If you go straight, do you have the right of way over a vehicle approaching from the opposite direction and turning left? The answer is yes. If you park a broken-down car outside a built-up area, are you obliged to place a warning triangle immediately behind the car or on it? The answer is no. Should you exercise extreme caution in this situation? The answer is yes. How is a national driving license retained during a roadside inspection by a competent authority? By entering details of the retention in the Central Register of Drivers and informing them if they do not have a document with them. By introducing information on the retention of the driving license into the Central Register of Drivers and issue of an retention receipt to the driver. By retaining the driving license and entering information on the retention of the driving license into the Central Register of Drivers. By introducing information on the retention of the driving license into the Central Register of Drivers, an issue of an retention receipt to the driver. Which of the following ways of braking in a passenger car fitted with the ABS is the most effective? Pulse pressing of the brake pedal. Fast and strong pressing of the brake pedal. Pressing the clutch pedal and then the brake pedal. Fast and strong pressing of the brake pedal. In which of the following situations can the ABS help a driver in sustaining steerability? While braking, when the vehicle started laterally skidding. Only while braking on the straight part of the road. Only while braking on the bend. While braking, when the vehicle started laterally skidding. What is the maximum length of a combination vehicle consisting of a passenger car and a caravan? 18.75 m, 17.75 m, 15 m. 18.75 m. What is the penalty for a lorry driver carrying 3 persons more than the number of seats stated on the vehicle's registration document? Retention of driving license for 3 months. Retention of driving license for 3 months and a driver qualification check. Retention of driving license for 6 months. Retention of driving license for 3 months. What is the maximum permissible length of the combination vehicle consisting of a truck with a GVWR up to 3.5 tons and a caravan? 19.85 m, 18.75 m, 14.95 m. 18.75 m. How long does a driving license retention receipt for exceeding the speed limit in a built-up area by more than 50 km per hour entitle one to drive? For 7 days from the date of retention. For 24 hours from the moment of retention. Only for the time needed to get to your destination. For 24 hours from the moment of retention. You want to transport a child in the front seat of a vehicle fitted with a front passenger airbag that is active. How would you proceed? Carry the child in a rearward-facing safety seat. Carry the child in a forward-facing safety seat. Carry the child in another rearward-facing child restraint system. Carry the child in a forward-facing safety seat. How should low beam lights be aimed in a motor vehicle? In such a way as to light the road 30 m ahead of the vehicle. In such a way that they symmetrically light the whole road. In such a way that they light the road asymmetrically. In such a way that they light the road asymmetrically. What decision will the starost take if you have been stopped for control while driving despite the extension of your driving license retention period to 6 months for carrying 2 passengers in excess of the number of seats specified on the passenger car registration document? The starost will revoke your right to drive. At what maximum permissible speed can you tow another vehicle? 50 km per hour in built-up areas. 60 km per hour outside built-up areas. 80 km per hour on a dual carriageway road with at least 2 lanes in each direction. 60 km per hour outside built-up areas. Which of the control lights visible in the illustration informs you that the rear fog lights are enabled? A, B, C. A.